Alright, guys, of course, with the Ravens losing, well, shake up in the top five. Same thing with obviously the what is it called? The Jags. This will be really cool though. Let's go NFL Week 11 Power Rings. Huge Thursday nighter tomorrow. Let's get this week started with a great Power Rings again. 1 through 32. Here we go. And with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Final Four. Of course, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe if you guys enjoy the Week 11 NFL Power Rings. Of course, 1 through 32 on here. Randomized as best as I could. Again, our best team is number 1. The worst team is number 2. Number 32. That's pretty self-explanatory. First, we're going to start at the start, but I'm going to go through the standings of the league right now. Dolphins still sit atop the AFC East coming off their bye, obviously. They'll probably be playing the Raiders, but yeah, the Bills, they're there, and then the Jets also at 4 and 5. They're both crapping out here. Patriots 2 and 8. They're worst team in the AFC. Chiefs still the 1 seed with the Ravens losing. They have a half-game lead there, and even if they lose, I think they still have it. Yeah. Again, Ravens are 7 and 3. They lost to Cleveland last week. Both the Browns and Steelers are 6 and 3. Play a massive showdown. If you know, AFC North has a big couple games. We'll get to one of them tomorrow. Bengals, of course, sit at 5 and 4 in a must-win game tomorrow night. Same thing with the Ravens. Jags 6 and 3. They're there, but if they sell against the basement dweller Titans, yeah, it's not gonna be very pretty because the Texans could swoop in very well and take that number 1 spot in the division. And yeah, the Texans are really good right now. Colts, they're at 5 and 5. They're Minshewing out. They are on a bye week. And also the Broncos have won about 3 straight. They are the hottest team in the conference and also one of the scarier teams, even though their offense isn't that crazy. Raiders have also won 2 in a row. They're fighting hard. Chargers again, they keep blowing games. NFC though, Eagles 8 and 1 are still the best team in the league in terms of record and probably overall as well. We'll have to wait and see again when we get to that. Cowboys 6 and 3. They're just winning games at home. They have 3 straight home games after this week. Commanders and Giants are battling out for last place, but let's be honest, guys, the Giants will have the worst worst record in this division. 49ers and Seahawks both basically tied for the number 1 the number 1 place in the NFC West. They both play next week on Thanksgiving night, which will be a wild game. Rams 6 and 3 and 6. They're on 3-game losing streak coming after bye. Must win against Seahawks. They lose that their season's over, basically. But yeah, Cardinals 2 and 8. They won, I guess. Lions they could very well take over the number 1 seed in the NFC. I think if the Eagles lose, something like that. Maybe no. I honestly don't even know. I don't know. They won. No, honestly, that's probably confuzzling. Vikings 6 and 4. They won 5 straight. They are the hottest team in the league right now, and you don't want to play them. Packers and Bears are both sucking it up. Bucks lead the division somehow. They're on their bye week. They got a lot of stuff. Saints. Bucks can actually get into first place though if they upset the 49ers, which probably won't happen. And then Falcons, Panthers both kind of suck. Falcons really suck, and they've lost 3 in a row. And with that, let's get right into it with the Dolphins. Alright, and for Miami, where will I put them? I'll actually probably put them at like 7 or 6, one of the two. I'll put them at 7 for now. Again, we'll have to wait and see. It did help that a lot of teams that they're like around are like lost, and also the fact that again one of them's season is in jeopardy. But yeah, they're at 7. They haven't beat any good teams this year. They're blowing out the bad teams, and their defense at least is forcing turnovers. And they also, at least offensively, are really freaking good. Even though again they haven't done anything against good teams. I mean, they're decent against the Eagles. But yeah, that was an ugly loss in Germany. They're looking to recuperate against a Raiders team off the bye again that is playing really well. But we'll see what happens there. They're at number 7 though. And they also have a game and a half lead on the Bills. Texans will go at 12. I can't put them in the top 10 yet, guys. Again, that was a huge win in Cincy, but they are still 5 and 4, and they did lose to the Panthers and the Falcons. So there's no way around it. It's not like the Falcons are very consistent. Texans are exactly a consistent team, but right now they have the best quarterback and the MVP favorite in my opinion right now, leading their team. So that is something. Obviously, they have 3 receivers that can all do stuff. Nico Collins again attracts the most attention. He also gets the most separation, but he doesn't throw to him as much because again they do double team him a lot. Defensively, I mean, they're going. Steven Nelson's played pretty well this year. Obviously, their defense is, again, well, line-wise, they're doing an okay job. The linebackers can't really cover, but at least they can tackle. So, they'll go at 12. Back winners are 2 straight. If they can maybe win a 3 straight against the Texans team, maybe the Cardinals, they can. But then again, the Cardinals aren't really that good. So, they have to beat someone really good unless they move into first place. But very well could do that. And also with the Bills stinking in. We'll get to another team later. They should have a shot at making the playoffs this year, which is unfathomable at the beginning of the year, in my opinion. Well, maybe not unfathomable, but pretty close. Lions. I'm not over hyping them. I'll put them at 5. Defensively, they're still wildly inconsistent, so I might move them up to 4 later. But offensively, they had basically a borderline perfect game outside of that. Again, they really weren't that good on third down, which they need to beat some of these really good teams. But Jared Goff looked rock solid. Their defense, again, has some issues, but I think they'll be fine. That Chargers offense did look good. But again, that's really all I have to say because there's really nothing else. Again, they had this one of the best records in the NFL, and they're rolling. Commanders, 22. Commanders are going to be a team that are going to be competitive in a lot of games. They're just not going to really win a ton of them. And obviously, they have a quarterback in Sam Howell who you should be excited about, in my opinion. And again, their defense is just not as talented because, again, you don't really have an edge rusher. Your corners suck. Your safeties are doing way too much for what they need to be, again, what they should be doing. And obviously, your running backs are pretty decent, and you have a decent skill position group. So I like that. But again, your offensive line still gives it too many sacks. And the Packers will go at 26. The Packers are just a bad football team, guys. There's really nothing good about them. Like, again, offensively, I'm actually moving 25 because their defense, again, you can, like, moan all you want. You can talk all how good they are, like, statistically, because they did hold the Rams to 3 points. But they're not a good group, guys. They suck against the run. They're, Joe Brady's not a good, he's kind of an idiot at times. And also the fact that, what is it called? Not Joe Brady. That's, Barry, right? Why am I getting no, that's Joe Brady. Joe Barry is the Packers, right? Yeah, Joe Barry and then Joe Brady. My bad. Joe Barry is, yeah, he's just kind of an idiot at times with some of the play calls he has, and obviously their offense is just crazy. So, I mean, not in a good way, in like a wild way. So, I mean, at least they have that, but they're gonna be at 25 guys. They're still 3-6, and they haven't really beaten anyone good yet. Saints, they'll go at 2019. Maybe I'll move them back to 20, but again, the Saints are still 5-5 leading the division. They'll probably win the division, but again, that was a really bad loss to the Vikings. I like the fact that they fought back. Honestly, I don't even think Dennis Allen's that bad of a coach. But for a team that should be playing a lot better than they are, they just don't have that spark consistently through the whole game. They really haven't been dominant in the game this year, which is something, again, I'm yet to see. So, if this defense can step up, I think they could be good. But then again, they are 5-5, so they'll go right here. Rams, 23 no 24. I still think they're a better team than the Packers, but they are on a 3-game losing streak. It's desperation time for them. It's kind of simple there. What the hell just happened? But yeah, again, if Matt Stafford back again, if he can still throw the football somewhat, I think they could have beat the Seattle for sure. Defensively, they're going to have to step up as well. Again, Kyle Weatherspoon's got to get back the way he was playing in like the first 6 weeks, but for now, they're at 24. Steelers, honestly, I'll put them at, maybe I'll put them at 13. Again, the way they play is not replicable at all. Replicable, whatever. Something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. Replicable. Yeah, replicable. I think that's right. Whatever. They're gonna go 13 though. It's pretty simple. Again, like I said, but they're 6-3. They have a shot to beat the Browns next week and get the 7-3, which is unbelievable for a team. Again, they'll make the playoffs in my opinion. Just again, they win these one-score games, but they've gotten outgamed in every game this season. They haven't had a game over 400 yards since what was like week. I don't even know. It was back in 2021. But yeah, this offense has been brutal this year. Their defense, again, forces a lot of turnovers, even though they're just not really that sound outside of that. This is a football team that should not be good, but they are. So yeah, that's why they're going to be at 13. Ravens, they're showing me, like, honestly, I'll put them at 6. 6. No, at 4. I'm not even actually that concerned against Ravens. Again, they've had some really bad laps this year. Again, against the Browns last week, that was really ugly. But then again, I'll be honest, Deshaun Watson played out of his mind in that fourth quarter. So, again, as much as you want to blame that defense, some of those plays, I'm like, Deshaun Watson just absolutely lit them up. So, not mind you, we'll get to it in a second. But, yeah, he lit them up. So, that's all I'll put it there. That was not good. But offensively, again, they kind of just choked it away, too. They didn't look that good. But if this running game can get back going, they should be fine. I'll put them at 4. But, yeah, again, the Browns are a good team. Like, their defense, like, really had giving problems. So, I might move them back to 6. I don't really know. I might keep them at 5. But I think the Ravens are a good team right now. I just don't really, again, really good team. But it's just, they're a little inconsistent, guys. That's really the difference there. Panthers, 32. They're 1-8, guys. Their offense is miserable, like god-awful. Almost as bad as Patriots. I think the Patriots are probably worse, and probably the Giants, too. Their defense is not good either. They don't really have a guy who can cover at all. Maybe Frankie Lou, that's about it. At least they have some type of pass rush, though, so I guess that's good, but that's about it. And again, they're a losing team right now. They can't win any games. Bucks, 20. Honestly, they're probably a better team than the Saints, but they still got to beat the 49ers next week. And again, they're just in a tough position because, again, they won the division last year, and they've got to play some really good teams. Saints don't have to play those teams. So that's kind of what I got to say there. They're definitely not playing battle, but I do think they're actually, overall, pound for pound, probably a better team than the Saints. Not talent-wise, though. So, yeah, they're going to be at 20 again. Big one against Titans last week, 20-6. But, yeah, they can get back to maybe run the ball a little better. They'll be higher. Chargers, 17. Again, you can talk how bad they are, again, whatever you want to do, but again, I'm sorry, guys, they're just, again, the most mid team ever, because offensively, they can just absolutely, like, light up, like, just blow up. They can be awesome. But then again, they just fall asleep sometimes. Like, last week, they put up 38 points. Can't really put anything out for that. But defensively, they've either been really, really god-awful or meh. And when they've been meh, they've actually been, like, a solid defense. But when they're really, really god-awful, it's for long stretches. So, yeah, that's why they're at 17, and they have a terrible head coach. Please come back to the Rams, so we have a really good defense. And again, nothing against Raheem Morris, but again, he deserves his head coaching job. Patriots to go at 30. They're almost as bad as the, we'll get to them in a minute. But, offensively, I think they bench Mac Jones. There's really not a point for that. They don't have a quarterback that's even remotely as good as him, which isn't saying much at all, but it's just the truth. And obviously their defense is just battered with injuries, and guys, like, they can't really do anything when your offense is scoring 6 points. They can't get the ball in the end zone. Falcons, I don't like them at all. I'll put them at 23. They're definitely a better team than the Rams. They just, again, have a better offense, but again, like, they're blowing these games they should win. I don't even know. Like, the Falcons are just, I'm not really vibing with them right now. 3-game losing streak. Arthur Smith should be fired soon. Yeah, it's not good there, but they're on a bye week, so you never know. Bears, 27. Again, they beat a bad team. Good for you guys, but you guys still suck. And, it's 3-7, I guess. Chiefs, they'll go at 3. No, honestly, just for humor purposes, they'll go at 2. No, they'll go at 3. They're not as good as the Niners. But the Chiefs, they got actually a massive game against the Eagles. They beat them. I wouldn't even say they go at number 1 because, yeah, they're playing again the Eagles Super Bowl rematch. That's huge. They'd have to beat them, like, soundly for me to put them at 1 because, again, the 49ers are just that good. So, but honestly, again, the Chiefs are in a really good spot. Unless the 49ers lose, they're not, and they win, the Niners are, they're not going to win number 1 unless they, like, really put a hurting on the Eagles, which obviously won't happen. So, we'll do wait and see, though. That's going to be a massive game of the year on Monday Night Football, Chiefs and Eagles. But, yeah, again, we'll have the preview for that. Honestly, I don't even know how to make that because some scraps going on. But either way, they're at 3. Alright, 49ers, they're going at 2, for obvious reasons, guys. They just absolutely murdered the, what is it called, the Jaguars, the Kitty Lions, whatever you want to call them. They just absolutely killed them. They're back, and yeah, they're gonna go with 2. Alright, Eagles, number 1. They're 8-1. They win these close games, and they've beaten good teams. Again, Jalen Hurts, again, that's a big trademark for the Eagles. They beat good teams, which again is what they need to do. The huge game against the Chiefs, though, if they go to Arrowhead and win, they'll still be number 1. But yeah, I want to really get a cushion on those Cowboys because they're coming. Cardinals, they'll go at 26. I like Cardinals. They're going to be really competitive for sure this year, but I'm actually with the Commanders up, yeah. Again, they're going to be a competitive team for the rest of the year, in my opinion, again, with Kyler Murray back, but they're also just not very talented as well. You got to keep that in mind, too, and they're 2-8, but yeah, good win, I guess. Titans, they'll go at 23. They're an exciting team, in my opinion, again, with Will Levis, but I mean, that's about it. Again, Derrick Henry isn't getting enough carries. The offensive line sucks. That's just the simple truth, and they have no one to throw to. I mean, I like Kyle Phillips because he actually started the separation again, but that's about it. Like, Traylon Burks hasn't been healthy. Nick Westbrook, again, he had that 1 or 2 good games, but he's kind of sucked the past couple weeks, and their defense is just not that great. So, we'll go 23. Cowboys, they'll go at 6. They've beaten a couple good teams. No, have they? Whatever. They're blowing out teams. No, I don't care that, again, they blew out a bad Giants team. Like, they're going to go at 6, guys. Like, they're winning games. So, they'll go here. Obviously, they almost beat the Eagles, too. I think they're a really good team. I think they're showing up against good teams, unlike the Dolphins. Again, you can talk all about me. They beat the Giants suck, which is true. But the truth is the Cowboys are a really good team, so they'll go at 6. And they haven't lost a game at home either. I think they're one of the only teams that hasn't. Giants, 31. They're getting same thing as last week, guys. Their defense looks even worse, which is just not there. Vikings will go at 11. I might move them up to 10 after, but they're on a 5-game winning streak, guys, and I really just don't know how again this team is. So they're just gonna keep BSing their ways to win. They have the NFL sack leader in what is it called? Dino Hunter, who needs to get a couple more if he wants to actually claim that title before their bye week. But yeah, the Vikings are just red hot right now. They're at 11, defying all odds. Bills, 15. I'm not going to overreact too much, but guys, the Bills are just not a very good football team right now. Again, a complete mess. I like Joe Brady going back, but again, he was terrible as an offensive coordinator for the Panthers in that 2021 season. But I think he will make a little bit of a difference. The running game needs to get back in acting the offense like it ever was. But this defense, again, you can't really expect too much for them because, again, everyone's hurt. Broncos, 16. No. The Broncos did not beat the Bills. The Bills beat themselves. But the Broncos, again, they are right now. They won 3 in a row. Again, actually against good teams. So, I mean, if you want to put the Broncos higher, I'm good with that. But, guys, they're still 4-5, and their offense hasn't really had a complete game all year. Outside of, yeah, they haven't had a complete game all year. So, that's why they're at 16. And until they show me that, they're going to stay there. Seahawks, 14. They're a really solid team, guys. Again, they aren't like, they're a little suspect at times, but there's no doubt. Again, they're 6-3. They might rival the 49ers for the division. I doubt they will overall, but again, you never know. Take care of business against the Rams, guys. Raiders. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna put them at 18. I think that's actually perfect for them. I might actually shuffle some of these teams around. Actually move the Vikings up, Texans up, Steelers up. Yeah, I like this so far. Bills up. No, they're gonna stay there. Swap the Raiders and the Chargers. Yeah. Raiders, again, they're playing really good football, guys. Again, they're not the most talented team, but they still have a bunch of stars in their team. I mean, their 3 best players are really freaking good at their positions. Again, if they can just continue to play discipline in the secondary, again, just not giving up anything deep, and also, again, offensively making some big plays, they will be a competitive team this year. And they are still 5-5, guys. It's not like they're out of this yet, even though they kind of are, but not really. Colts, not 14. This is kind of weird. Crap. Move the Bears back, move the Cardinals back, move the Packers back, move the Rams back, move the Titans back, move the Falcons back, move the Commanders back, and the Bucks, and the Saints. I'll slot them in here at 19. Again, the Colts are going to be a good, decent team. Again, Minshew's doing his thing. They have won back-to-back games before their bye. I think they're in a good spot, but, like, guys, the Colts, they're just not, like, their offense is just a little too inconsistent. Yeah, I like this defense, the way they played the past couple weeks, but you can't lie. They were the worst. They've been one of the worst defenses in the league overall this year. So, that's why they're 19, but I like what Shane Steichen's doing in his first year as a coach. Jags, they're still in the top 10. I'll put them at 9. Again, they're just not there. Like, there's a big difference between, like, again, the Dolphins maybe, and then, like, the rest, and then all these other teams, because, again, I like the Jags guys, but, like, yeah, like, that was kind of, like, humbling for them. I mean, I doubt they're going to play again. If they play the 49ers again, they're not going to play like that, but they got their absolute butts kicked in. Bengals, I really don't care they lost. I'll put them at 8. Just for the fact that, again, I think this Bengals team is still really good. It was a tough loss, but they got a must win against the Ravens this week. If they lose that, they're in a little bit of trouble, but I'm still not too mad about it. Again, it was a couple miscues there, but I still think they're a good team. Jets, why is there, okay, Bears are going to back down. Cardinals. Jets are actually going to go, like, 20. I think the Jets are a competitive football team, but I'm actually swap the Rams and the Titans, yeah. Here's the thing. No, wait, the Titans, yeah. I'll put the Jets at 21. The Jets are, again, a weird team, but there's nothing around it, guys. Their offense scored 8 touchdowns this season. They haven't scored a touchdown in 36 straight drives. You can't win football games like that. That's just the simple truth. Browns, 14. Again, Deshaun Watson playing on a what is called basically a broken ankle and or sprained ankle and just a torn shoulder is just it's not a good combination. But he still absolutely balled out against the Ravens, so I guess that's good. But yeah, they could still make the playoffs. That's why they're again at that playoff spot at number 14. But again, it's an uphill battle for sure, and it starts again with beating the Steelers. Again, they can get the 7-3. I wouldn't put it out of the dimension that they can't like find a way to win a couple games to get in the playoffs, but it's going to be definitely, again, be an uphill battle for them. Because, again, if they had Deshaun Watson against the Seahawks in that game, they would have beat them. Again, they could be, like, I'm to be honest, 8-1 right now. But, obviously, they aren't. And with that situation they have, they need this defense to play even better than they already are. And this running game's got to get back into it. So, that's why they're number 14. That's all I got. Again, sucks that Deshaun Watson's out. I mean, not really for some people. But, yeah. That's all I got for the NFL Week 11, what is called Power Rankings. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, and here's a little preview sending you into tomorrow's keys to the game for the, what is called, Thursday night game.
From 43, Nick Moore snaps it. Jordan Stout holds it. Justin Tucker wins it for Baltimore. But then they left it to, you can make an argument, the best kicker the NFL has ever seen. We know Adam Vinatieri has the Super Bowl success and all that. You look at the numbers.